Oh man. Hey guys, what's going on, dudes? It's David here. We are back with another video. Now, I didn't really discuss this much besides what I posted on my Instagram when it came to the whole Royal Rumble thing and the Jeff Hardy situation. But things have just come out and it is official that Jeff Hardy was clear and clean the whole entire time he was in that WWE match where WWE said he was doing erratic behavior. Now, the thing is, did WWE jump the gun? You bet your damn ass they jumped the gun. They definitely jumped the gun. Come on. Alright, Jeff Hardy does his erratic behavior. He jumps over after he gets tagged out. He jumps over the barricade, goes to interact with the fans. Do you realize how personally favored Jeff Hardy is amongst the fan base? Jeff Hardy's going to want to interact with the fans. That's just the type of guy he is. That's just the type of guy that Jeff Hardy is. He's the type of guy to jump into the crowd and interact with the fans. It doesn't even matter if the match is going or not. If he's not in the match, then he doesn't really have to be, like ringside ready for that. I can understand what WWE was doing when they said like Jeff Hardy just up and disappeared, but you also got to realize WWE's schedule is very, very tough on people. And considering Jeff Hardy is over the age of 40 years old, and you gotta remember the amount of things that this man has been doing for WWE. This man's been doing swanton bombs off of 30-foot ladders and everything like this, through tables, through steel chairs. Bruh, I still remember the Hell in a Cell match that he had with Randy Orton. That was one of the most hellacious Hell in a Cell matches I've ever seen. But you gotta also realize that puts a lot of stress on Jeff Hardy. And Jeff Hardy did say that he was stressed during the remainder time of his WWE run that he had recently. And even his brother just came out and revealed that the test results came back clean and clear, which means Jeff Hardy was not under the influence when he was participating in that match. And Matt Hardy, in fact, said that is his brother's behavior. That's what his brother usually is. He says that Jeff Hardy is a weird dude. Jeff Hardy would do stuff like this, and that's completely understandable, because if you watch Jeff Hardy in the ring and notice Jeff Hardy's style and the way he interacts with the fans, that's something that I can see something that Jeff Hardy be doing. Now, is that something to get released over? Not really. I can understand if he was in the match, like he got tagged into the match and then he just left out of the ring. Now, that's a bit weird. But the fact that he tagged out and left the ring means what? What happened? He could have been just dealing with stress. Some could have been dealing with the back of his head, and he just didn't want to come back in the match. And then the next day we find out that WWE has requested Jeff Hardy to go to rehab. And we found out that Jeff Hardy declined the request by WWE. So what does WWE decide to do? They decide to release Mr. Jeff Hardy, the 4-time WWE champion or 4-time WWE World Champion. And I just want to say this: his TNA career, even though the end of his TNA career was bad at the start, but his TNA career will definitely be better than his WWE career in terms of championships, because he's earned so many titles in TNA or Impact Wrestling, so that's just out of the question. And now I see articles saying that WWE offered Jeff Hardy a 2022 Hall of Fame spot if Jeff Hardy came back to the company. Oh my God. Really, WWE? You effed up. You released Jeff Hardy, you jumped the gun, and then you tried to sweeten the deal, try to make him come back to the company, sweeten the deal, put him in the 2022 Hall of Fame. We got people like the Bella Twins in the Hall of Fame compared to Jeff Hardy. Do you think the Bella Twins are on the same level as Jeff Hardy? No. Okay then. But you messed up, and you're trying to fix a mistake, and Jeff Hardy still declined you. What does that tell you? Jeff Hardy does not want to be in the company right now. Jeff Hardy does not want to deal with the amount of stress. He just recently got out. This only happened 2 months ago. You think Jeff Hardy will want to go right back into the company right now? He's about to do some concerts. He's got concerts lined up for the end of February towards the beginning of March. And I just want to say this. When it comes to March, that's when this non-compete clause expires. So I can't wait for March. because we're definitely going to be seeing Jeff Hardy in AEW. And I can't wait to see that, because Jeff Hardy in AEW with Matt Hardy versus the Young Bucks is going to be a very honest thing to see, because I saw that matchup when they were doing the whole like deletion thing in Impact Wrestling. That was a very, very good matchup to see. And if you want my personal opinion on whether I really care about WWE right now, if I had to say a percentage on how much I give a shit about WWE, is probably on a 20 to 30% right now. And the 20 to 30%, the majority of that 20 to 30% is Bayley. But besides that, it really went down after the whole Jeff Hardy thing, WWE jumping the gun, because I wanted to see Jeff Hardy at least win one more world championship in the company. But considering the fact that he returned in 2017, 2018, and it took WWE almost 5 years to put him in the world title conversation, because I've heard there was rumors that he was going to be participating or possibly even a winner of the Royal Rumble, and then he was going to be going to something with Roman Reigns as the world versus Roman Reigns with the Universal Championship. And I'm just like, why would you wait so long? You see, WWE, if you want to capitalize on Jeff Hardy's popularity, put him in a title match quicker than you thought, because it took 5 years for WWE to get into their heads that Jeff Hardy could be a possible world title contender. And yes, he did miss out a big majority part of the year due to injury. But also another thing I have a problem when it comes to WWE and Jeff Hardy is the fact that WWE decided to put storylines around the issues that he had to deal with. Do you really think that Jeff Hardy wanted to go through those things again, like talk about the experiences again after dealing with them when he was in Impact Wrestling / TNA? Not really. So I don't understand why WWE made that storyline to do that whole storyline, and I just don't agree with that storyline. But hey, Jeff Hardy's out of the company now. Jeff Hardy's clean and clear. It's been proven. He declined an offer for WWE to go into the 2022 Hall of Fame, which I completely respect, and I'm very happy for Jeff Hardy, and I can't wait to see what Jeff Hardy does in the next coming months, because like I said, I'm a huge Jeff Hardy fan. So whatever Jeff Hardy does, I'll be there to support him. Whatever Bayley does, I'll be there to support her. But when it comes to WWE, if Bayley, I've already said this in the Instagram video, if WWE were to release Bayley, all I have to say is 2 words: WWE. And that's all I have to say. Peace.